Hey, boo-boo, let's see what we got in this picnic basket.
Tell the other bears what you just saw.
Uh-oh, Bears! You just got your kneecaps bitten by the Detroit Lions. If you're not careful with where we're at, you start grading the wins. You know, and we need to do that to an extent because that's how you continue to get better. We got our standards. But you also got to step back for a minute and say, man, it's not easy winning this league. And man, every week is different. And the most important thing is to find a way to win the game. And if you're not built the way we are, you don't win that game. So we came out and we were humming pretty good. It wasn't perfect. We gave them life. Then they started coming back. And it took a lot. How about our defense, man? How about our defense? And man, that's what it's all about. Even when they came out and they scored, offensively, we answered right back with a score. That helped win the game. Jack Fox, the punt all the way down to the one. In a critical moment. That's what we do, man. We complement each other. So, listen, man, I'm thankful for every one of you guys in this room, man. And you got a lot to be thankful for. We all do, man. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I do have one game ball. I got one game ball, all right? This guy had 4 total tackles, all right, 2 sacks, 2 TFLs, and 3 quarterback hits. Mr. DJ Reader.
Joined this team back in March, man, and I didn't know where I was gonna be health-wise. Watching all y'all at practice every single day pushed me to get back here, and I'm so happy I get to share the field with y'all. I love y'all boys more than y'all know. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate it.
Hey, listen, you guys take care of yourselves, man. Have a great couple of days, man, with your family, your friends. Enjoy it, man. Rest, relax, and then we're ready to push, gentlemen. All right? That's division win number 3, and that's win number 11 on the season, and we're not looking back. All right? Great job, man. Break it out.
Like Panay said earlier, man, people want to find out what Detroit about. Let them come in here and find the fuck out.
Yes, sir.
Y'all go have a good time with y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Lions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Lions.
What in the literal hell was that finish? Just like, what the fuck was Chicago thinking at the end? Dude, Chicago had a timeout. Why the hell would you not use it? Like, what in the fuck was that? You literally could have tied the game and sent it to overtime. And you chose no. You flushed it down the toilet along with your hopes and dreams. But yeah, this game for Detroit, it was an ugly-ass win. An ugly win, but hey, you know, in this league, you know, when it's very hard to win in this league, you know, a win's a win at the end of the day, I guess. You know, easily one of the Lions' worst games in a long-ass time, probably since the Tampa game. But yeah, even in spite that, Detroit does what good teams do. They find ways to win games, and they actually showed how far they've come in the last few years by showing that they have the ability to finish a game out. Even though the defense bended at times in this game, especially when it's being held together by glue and duct tape with the amount of injuries on it. Like, seriously, they're literally pulling guys off the street at this point, and they're still playing at a high level. Like, it's like I say, look at all the injuries. It's literally being held together by glue and duct tape. But despite that, the Lions did what they needed to do to bend it, but it didn't break when it mattered the most. Like, the first half of the game, Detroit just completely dominated, like, especially yards-wise, but Chicago was lucky it was only 16-0 at the half. And then Detroit got a bit of hairy water at the start of the second half when Chicago got a touchdown to get the 16-7. First time Detroit has allowed any second half points since the Green Bay game, because the last 3 games they haven't even given up a single second half point. But then Detroit answered right back by getting a touchdown to Sam Laporta to get the lead back, and then Chicago will get another touchdown, followed by another one, but failed the 2-point. Well, the second one they failed a 2-point conversion, and then they got another one to cut it down to 3 in the closing minutes. And then when Detroit needed big plays, this team just complements each other whenever they need to step up to the plate. You know, especially with all the injuries we had, you know, a lot of players on this team stepped up today when it mattered. Especially Jack Fox, you know, getting the punt the ball at the Bears to the 1-yard line late in the game. At the most very crucial point in the game. And, you know, even despite a lot of bullshit and, you know, especially that BS pass interference on Kendall Vildor, that was a very weak pass interference called. That ball was nowhere in that vicinity on 4th down. But hey, whenever, you know, the Lions played by the refs' rules and they still won. But yeah, just, you know, very ugly win, especially the second half. Like the second half, the Lions just did not perform that well in the second half, but they did very well in the first half, got a big enough lead to hold on to, despite Chicago's best efforts to get clawed back into this game. Like, I knew this was going to be a hard game, you know, because Chicago has always played Detroit tough, outside of that one time in 2022 when Detroit beat the living shit out of them, 41-10. But yeah, just Detroit, you know, they were determined to win on this day on Thanksgiving and end that losing streak. And when it mattered the most, this defense stepped up. Like I said, it bends but didn't break. You know, when it looked like the Bears would have a completion while in field goal range, the pat play then gets negated off an illegal hands to the face on Tatum Jenkins when he put his skin too handsy with a Lee McNeil. And then the following play after that penalty, the Zadarius Smith then gets the big sack when needed to. Like, a lot of the defense, you know, were able to get some sacks and pressure. Like, a lot of guys on the team stepped up, you know, to fill in for a lot of the injuries on his team. Zadarius Smith once again played a big part. You know, especially with that sack with 30 seconds left that went to that clusterfuck of an ending. Because literally, when Zadarius Smith sacked Caleb Williams to make it 3rd and 26 at the end, there was 28 seconds left. The Bears had a timeout. Any other team, they would call it a timeout. But what does Chicago do? Matt Eberflus shows why the Bears are the same old sorry-ass Bears and why nobody fucking respects them. Because they let the clock run all the way down. Keep in mind, the Bears were also set at the line of scrimmage with 14 seconds left. And then they snap the ball with 6 seconds left and then throw a shot in the end zone that goes incomplete. And that ends the game. It's like, what was Chicago thinking at the end? Like, 28 seconds left, you literally could have used the timeout and at least get a 10, 15-yard pass that puts you back in field goal range since the Zadarius Smith sack knocked the Bears out of field goal range. Like, you could have got a 10, 15-yard pass, at least get out of bounds and give yourself at least a shot to kick the game-winning field goal and go to overtime. And who knows what would have happened in overtime if Detroit or Chicago would have won. But, you know, Chicago, in the end, they shot themselves in the foot. Very ugly win, but, you know, hey, Detroit got the job done. They get their 10th straight win and are now 11-1 for the first time in franchise history. And continue on rolling. And, oh, yeah, with this 10th straight win, the Lions have now tied the record for the longest win streak in franchise history. Tying the previous mark they hit in 1934. Yeah, last time the Lions had a winning streak this big, Hitler was still alive. But yeah, pretty ugly game, but in the end, just what was Chicago thinking? Honestly, all I say is Chicago at the end has never changed. Never changed. Even when it looked like the Bears had a chance to win, they get their heart ripped out again. Jesus Christ, 3 weeks in a row, the Bears have gotten their hearts ripped out by a division rival. First, a blocked field goal against Green Bay, then getting their heart ripped out in overtime, and then losing to Detroit with the worst clock management I have ever seen in my life. Like, Jesus Christ, even a 5-year-old would have called a timeout with 28 seconds left instead of let the clock run down and screw yourself over. Like, Jesus Christ. The Bears had a chance to go to overtime, but Matt Eberflus decided to flush it down the toilet. Man, just what an absolute dumbass. Like, that's easily low cal of the week right there. Like, honestly, if we're having nominations for the NFL Dumbass of the Year award for the year-end awards thing, I would say Matt Eberflus should be a shoo-in for Dumbass of the Year, because that was fucking stupid. Why the fuck would you do that? That was so fucking dumb. I'm losing literal brain cells trying to comprehend what Chicago was thinking at the end of the game. And let me just keep this straight. I fucking hate the Bears. I fucking hate their fan base. But even I'm getting pissed at what the hell they were doing, because that was so fucking stupid what they did at the end. That was fucking dumb. Dumb is dumb. Like, Jesus Christ. That is the dumbest thing I heard since Mayor Beetlejuice proposed slapping a fucking dome on the Soldier Field. Because I guess Mayor Beetlejuice wanted to make that fucking Frankenstein of a stadium even more uglier than it already is. But yeah, Detroit got the job done despite that, just getting bailed out by Chicago being, well, the same old sorry-ass Bears. I mean, it's an ugly-ass win, but not surprising Chicago lost the way they did. Because, like I mentioned, they're the same old sorry-ass Bears. Like, honestly, this couldn't have happened to a better, nicer fan base. Especially with how much shit Bears fans talk throughout the year. Especially during the preseason, talking all that shit, talking about how Caleb Williams is going to lead them to a Super Bowl. And it's Super Bowl. And oh, by the way, Bears do not get the NFC North this year, because with the Lions winning, the Bears are officially eliminated from NFC North title contention. And they're eliminated from the 1 seed conversation. So now the Bears' only way to the playoffs is in a wild card. And good luck with that, since the Bears have now lost 6 in a row. Like, this Bears team got broken off the Jaden Daniels Hail Mary back at the end of October. Because the Bears responded by not even winning a single game this month. Yeah, we've all heard about No Shave November and Movember, but y'all ever heard of No Win November? You've also heard of No Nut November, but have you ever heard of No Win November? All I say is congratulations, Chicago, on doing your part of competing in No Win November. Sadly, Detroit don't get that message, because in Detroit we won every game in November, because it's all win November in the 3-1-3. 10 in a row, 11-1. Now on to Green Bay next week. A lot of things to clean up though. But every week's a new week. There are just some teams you do well against and some teams you just don't do well against. Detroit always has it tough against Chicago no matter what. But they got the win, they got the job done, they did what they needed to do. Now it's on to Green Bay next week on Thursday Night Football against the Packers in a big divisional game. So yeah, we'll celebrate this win. We end the Thanksgiving losing streak. Hallelujah. The Thanksgiving losing streak is over. For the first time, Lions have won on Thanksgiving for the first time since 2016. And now it's on to Green Bay next Thursday night. And also now with Detroit winning, maybe now everyone will shut the hell up about wanting Detroit off of Thanksgiving weekend. I'm sorry, but I'm putting my foot down on that one. Sorry, gotta put my foot down on that one. Detroit needs to keep playing on Thanksgiving. It's tradition. Don't you dare fuck with it. I don't want to hear anyone in this fan base ever fuck with this tradition ever again. I'm not even gonna name drop anybody that has suggested it. They all know who they are. They can speak for themselves. But yeah, anyway, that'll wrap it up here. That's all I gotta say. Hope everyone was a great day. Happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays. Lions W. Let's go celebrate by eating some turkey and some kneecaps. I'm out, and as always, go Lions. Fuck the Bears. See you Thanksgiving. See you on Christmas. Now get the hell out of my face, you call it Chitoilet, until Christmas. Worthless sacks of shit.
Let me tell you something. I love this team now. I got goosebumps, gentlemen. I love this team.
I see. Ready? Good.
Detroit, let's work. Hey. Takes a little bit more. Oh yeah. Takes a little bit more. Yeah. It takes more to be one pride, a little bit more to be Detroit. It takes more to be this live, a little bit more to make this noise. One pride, more fight, more heart, more grit. One pride, more fight, more heart, more. Still rep the city and we still grit. brought a little bit more. We ain't kicked off, it sound like we scored. Turn it up, that's what kickoff is for. When you talking about one pride, we don't get loud, we deliver the roar. Tell them boys when the coin flip, we gon' come with it, don't fumble it. The pressure's high and the fresh jerseys with block numbers gon' double it. Hey, it's one pride and the Lions did what they up against. This Detroit, if it's smoke, we ain't never ducking it, let's kick it off.